just close the door. Firstly, sorry if you couldn't hear the introduction music. I haven't got to grips with the software just yet. But I'm going to be doing a Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. So, without further ado, let's begin. Until the batteries run dry. Okay. Clock-based events. That's only occurs to places like Shoal Cave, because there's no day or night function on this. Okay. Oh. Sorry to keep me waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. Professor Birch. Everyone just calls him the Pokemon Professor. Oh, this is what's called a Pokemon. Okay. This is one inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. We live alongside them as playmates and cooperative workmates, and sometimes we bond. Sometimes we band together and battle suffers like us. Okay, that's maybe that should be a thing, like counting how many typos there are, but that's precisely the point. Besides our closeness, we don't know everything about them. Many secrets surrounding Pokemon. To unravel Pokemon mysteries, I've been undertaking research, and that's what I do. And I am. Okay, here comes the first part. I'm a boy, and my name is Nathan. Okay. Okay, there we go. Nathan, yes. Correct. Ah, okay, okay. I'm moving into Little Route. Alright. I am ready. My adventure is about to unfold. Take courage and leap into the world of Pokemon where dreams and adventures and friendships shall wait. I'll be expecting you later. Come and see Member's Pokemon Lab. Okay, this is cool. Okay, the truck moving. Oh, and apparently I've just connected to the internet. Okay, seem to be stuffing. Okay, off of the truck. Let's just save. It's official. We're doing a Nuzlocke. Emerald Nuzlocke. I have done a Nuzlocke before on Emerald, not on the computer, on the actual game, and it went really well actually. It went tremendously well. I just got so lucky. Like, I had to use repels because I really wanted a bag on, and I did get my bag on, which was really good. I'm so pleased with that. But anyway, I don't understand how the truck got into Little Route, but we'll leave that out for now. Okay. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, he bought me a new clock. Isn't that lovely? Let's go set the clock. Oh, it's virtually 8 o'clock. It's 7:59 p.m. when I started this, so let's set the clock. I love this game. It is one of the best Pokemon ones I think there is. I mean, my favourite will be Silver, because that was the first one I played. It's just nostalgia. Is that 8 o'clock? I'm not very good with clocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we've got 8 o'clock. Yeah, if it's 1 minute out, so be it. Yeah, here we go. Nathan, how do I like my new room? It's very lovely, thank you for asking, but I don't know where she sleeps, which is really weird. Anyway, I know there's a potion in the PC, which is really good. What I like to do, I'd like to withdraw my potion, and I'd also like to speed up the text. Unless it's already on fast. There we go, fast. We can make it harder if we put it on set. Or we'll put it on set for now and just see how it goes. All set means is that I can't swap. It won't give me the option to swap Pokemon after knocking another one out. Oh, that's a lot better. The text is so much faster. We just missed our dad at Petalburg Gym. So one of Dad's friends lives in town. If this sound's broken up, I had to move room. Just migrated into mine. Professor Birch. It was right next door. I should go introduce myself. What a jolly good idea. It seems to be lagging a little bit. It seems to be at 98, 99% of the actual speed, so I'm going a percent or two slower. But it's not terrible. It's not exactly the most noticeable thing. I think it's really rude that we go to pick up a Pokeball, actually. But, oh, what am I doing? I'm coming to steal your Pokemon. Hello, May. I'm Nathan.
We've only just met. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. Yeah, but I'm not gonna sing because I'm terrible at it. I wish I was good at it, but that's nothing to mope over. Well, being a Nuzlocke, there are certain rules I have to abide by. And I will probably put those in the description. I do enjoy Nuzlocking. It's a good challenge to do, and if you haven't done one, I highly recommend doing one. Okay, now here comes the biggest hurdle to choose: what Pokemon to select at the beginning. Well, the first two gems are Rock and Fighting. So, Torchic's not exactly brilliant. Mudkip will evolve into a Ground type, which also hurts out against the third gym. But this is always the hardest part, I think, choosing a decent starter Pokemon. It can also learn the HM with Surf, so that does save a lot of time, doesn't it? Whereas none of these can. But there's also an abundance of Water Pokemon. As I said, most difficult choice. I think I'm just going to go on my gut instinct. I'm going to take a Mudkip. And they're going back from now. Alright. And that's my Pokemon from this route. Fortunately, I don't have to start catching Pokemon until I actually acquire Pokeballs. It would be really bad if I died here. It'd be quite frankly awful. Like some successful Nuzlocke, not even lasting 8 minutes. Alright. First victory down. Well, first victory ever. 17 XP. And we lost 4 health. Right, I don't think I'm going to play with the rule where I only have a limited amount of heroes per Pokemon Center, because it's hard to keep track, and I'm not very good at keeping track of things. This is my second series. My first series is Pokemon Crystal. That's not a Nuzlocke. I'd rather... Oh, I was supposed to nickname it, wasn't I? I will remember to nickname them. Okay. I will go and see mate, but okay. That should be my real course of action. I should go and get to Slateport. Is it Slateport? Yes, it's Slateport. As quickly as possible and nickname my Pokemon. Right. Let's go. Let's do this stuff. Right. Am I healed? I am healed. Excellent. Okay. I'm gonna try and make these episodes quite long. I mean, I do enjoy it. I enjoy the Nuzlocke, so it's not really a problem. Oh, let's talk to this person. Any freebies are a good thing. Get a free potion. Blue Roof. Variety of goods. Promotional item. Excellent. Doing good, people. 2 potions. Is more useful than a Pokemon Center in certain situations. I don't really buy stuff in the normal game. Well, when I don't do Nuzlocke, I don't really buy anything because I know I can just let them faint. But maybe it'd be worthwhile actually buying potions on this. It's a shame you can't buy stuff like Evers. Those would be so handy. I would like a Zigzagoon for that reason, actually. You're able to acquire stuff like Evers and rare candies just from walking around with it, which is really good. But anyway, if you have ever watched another one of my videos, you'll realise I'm being a lot less sarcastic in this, because I'm fairly sarcastic, but I'm trying to actually be sensible. I can't really say I'm not being sensible in my other ones. Just talk properly, slightly more entertaining, and it's not just some things like, this guy's a prat. Wingull. Oh, Wingulls are cool. It's a shame that most of the Pokemon I get here are probably going to die. I try and keep my starter alive at all costs because it's just such a good thing. I mean, it's really good because it's got 3 evolved forms. It's inherently stronger than a lot of others, which is an added bonus, really. So, come on, tackle it. The only problem with the start of the game is the start is incredibly slow, which is rather unfortunate, really. But once you get going, it's good. I hate the bit where you have to release your Pokemon, especially if you spent time training it up. I mean, on my Emerald Nuzlocke on the Game Boy Advance, I had released a couple of good Pokemon, I believe. But I was so pleased that I got to keep my Aggron until the end of the game. I caught that stuff in Granite Cave, and I really hope I get one, because Aggrons are just so cool. Such an awesome Pokemon. Nuzlocke also eliminate the need for stuff like Geodude and Abra, because you can't trade on them. So, they're fairly useless, to be honest. Oh, door just closed somewhere. Anyway. Right, let's try and beat May in the first episode. I think it's worthwhile beating them at a lower level instead of a higher level, because you just spend less time grinding. Grinding's never fun to watch. I think I'll do bits of it off camera, but for the whole I want to do this on camera, so I can't like cheat, because that's really bad, cheating as at Nuzlocke. I'll admit I've wanted to do it at times, but you know you feel somewhat obliged to apply by the rules. Like you're letting yourself down. I don't know why. Anyway, it's just all aggression fight. Oh, nice hit, my cub. I'll probably name him like Kippy or something. I don't really know. I'm not very good with nicknames, and I'm also doing a Nuzlocke on Soul Silver on the DS, but my creativity isn't exactly good, so I just named like the last 3 or 4 letters of their actual name, which seems to work pretty name. It's like Gyarados is DOS and whatnot. But anyway, just beating me. Like I said, these episodes are going to be quite lengthy. Try and max out the timer, the 15-minute timer I'm allowed, and what this recording software goes up to. I just genuinely hope we get some decent Pokemon. I'm not going to go up to that route again, because I can leave that for later game when I've got like a Super Rod or something and go there and catch something half decent. I've already got my Pokemon for Route 101. That's good. Running shoes. Excellent. Anyway, let's go and see Professor Birch. It walks for me. Excellent. Oh, hello. I beat her on my first try. Yep. She has an intensive history as a trainer. I beg to differ, but oh well. Alright, got a Pokedex. My kid goes everywhere with it. Catches rare Pokemon. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Right. Alright, I got some Pokeballs. This is where the real fun begins. It's fun if you can get lots of them. You want lots of different ones, do you? Anyway. We'll save here. And it's 14 minutes according to the recorder, but yeah, the time for the introduction. But I guess that's as good a place as any to leave it. I think we'll go and pick up the running shoes and we'll call that an episode. So this is episode 1 of the Nuzlocke. 0 deaths. And my team is looking, well, it's not really looking like anything at the minute. I am your father's child. Running shoes, excellent. So dandy. Okay. Press the B button, or X in my case. Anyway. Father will be overjoyed. Good to hear. Alright. So this is where the real fun begins. And we're off into the adventure of the Pokemon world.